I do what I'm born to do, you do what you're told. I don't think I ask for much, just give me what I'm owed.
Let me talk to y'all for a sec, you know what I'm saying? 2022, what you gonna do with your life this year, you know what I'm saying? Look, I did the math the other day. Did the math trying to figure out how much time I spend booking events for Fine Designs and the ROI of that. I'm not going to tell you how much time I spend, but I will tell you, you got 16 hours in a day. 16 hours in a day. You got 7 days a week. You got 365 days, 366 in a leap year. What are you doing with your most valuable resource, which is time? What is you doing with your most valuable resource? Can't answer that question for you, but I can pose the answer, if you know what I'm saying. Just want to challenge you. Do the math. Do the math how many hours you spend, let's say, watching amazing shows on Netflix. Multiply that by a week, multiply that by 52 weeks in a year. And then ask yourself, what is the cost, what is the opportunity cost of that time? What is the opportunity cost of that time? In other words, what else could I be doing with that time? When you put it into perspective like that and you multiply 2 hours every night by 7 days a week, that's 14 hours. Multiply it by 52. It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of hours. The opportunity cost of something is what else could you be doing with that time or with that money or with your day? Of course, sometimes you want to relax and watch the shows, but you know, people are creatures of habit. Once you set up a habit, and it's an every night thing, and it's an everyday thing, then you got to really do the math on where your time is going. Feel what I'm saying? You got to really do the math on where your time is going. If you're like me, ambitious as fuck, wanting to get things done, then you get very selective. You get very selective. You know, people who are ambitious as fuck get selective as fuck about what they're doing and who they're doing it with. That means saying no. You hear what I'm saying? Saying no. If you're unable to say no, if you're unable to say no, oh my God, where's this guy going? Jesus Christ, Chevy Impala. If you're unable to say no, somebody else will drain your energy and your time. I was having this conversation with my bro Alex the other day, like, don't let good things get in the way of great things. Don't let good experiences, good times, good friends, good activities to get in the way of great things. And what's a great thing? I can't answer that for you. You have to answer that for yourself. What is the great thing that you're trying to do with yourself, with your time, with your money, with your skills, with your talents, with your friends? What is the great thing? What's your plan? All right, I don't want to ramble too much, but I just want to challenge you. 2022 is the year that you make some commitments and follow through with them. Follow through with them. Stay consistent. Get on that grind. Follow through and see what happens. Compound results kick in after you nurture and after you take care of the investment or of the asset for like 10 years. Build your own thing. Build something that you can control. Your business, whatever it is, your brand. You don't want to be stuck in someone else's, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be stuck in someone else's. I'm telling this to myself first and foremost. Look at yourself as a long-term business. What do you want to, like, you got time, think about it. If you're like me, and if you're in your mid-20s or early 30s, you still got 2/3 of your life left to live. I fell for the delusion of thinking that if you didn't find your success in your 20s, that means you're doing something wrong, until I woke up to the reality that it's actually the exception, not the rule, that people would find success in their 20s. And usually that success that comes quick leaves equally as quick because the lack of character. Talent will take you to the top. I got talent, but I'm not rushing to get to the top because character is exactly that thing that will keep you there, right? I'm not just throwing cool sounding slogans. I've thought about these things for a long time. You don't want to rush it, and you don't want it to be easy either. All right, you feel me? You don't want it to be easy. Think about that. Why would you want something to be easy given to you? Jesus, what a terrible mentality when people just want, give me that. Give it to me now. Lack of patience. This is me years ago. Lack of patience. Wanting things now, doing shortcuts, being impatient. What you want is a plan. Gotta know where you want to go. And gotta get that patience. Essentially, the biggest piece of advice that I would want to give my younger self is do what you love. Because if you love music, video, or investing, or stocks, or sports, or if you love building a community, working with people, if you love art, if you love software, whatever that is, if you love it, you're enjoying the work. You're enjoying that process of doing it. Rewards is a secondary bonus that comes later, and you almost don't care about the reward. But if you don't love it, and somebody told you do this because there's good money in it, and you're dreading the process, that's a bad place to be, because even if you get money from that, you're gonna spend that money on depreciables and on experiences and on vacation or drugs or whatever that is to fill the void of you feeling unsatisfied with the process, feeling like your life is going away while you're doing something that you don't fully enjoy. You end up living from Monday, you end up living for the weekend, you end up living for the vacations, you end up busting your ass for Gucci. Fuck Gucci. No offense to Gucci, but fuck this luxury shit, bro. Build something that you can control and that you enjoy doing. Like, I want to be fucking doing what I love, which is music, videos, traveling, and communicating my perspective. And I want to make a brand around it, so that if I get additional money from that, great. But I have a couple of ways of making money. But I enjoy doing this. Is my process. Feel me? I'm just like standing in traffic next to my building renting at you. But I just want to give you like this little inspiration for 2022. Get real detailed about where your time is going. Think about it. If you wake up in the morning, you got an hour before you have to be somewhere or do something. What is your hour spent on doing? What do you spend that first few minutes of your waking? What do you spend doing? Are you scrolling through social media, looking at other people's lives that have nothing to do with your life? Are you comparing yourself to your friends or your brothers, or are you comparing yourself to somebody you know and wondering, oh, why did they get lucky and you didn't? Well, guess what? They probably didn't get lucky. They probably worked their ass off. They're probably not seeing a lot. You're probably not seeing the bottom of the iceberg. You're not seeing the work. You're not seeing the grind. You're not seeing the calls. You're not seeing the push. You're not seeing the failures, the setbacks. All you see is that post when they're in a Tesla or they're in a Ferrari at a resort or with a hot girlfriend. But you're not seeing all that went into it. You feel me? So don't compare yourself, because usually we compare ourselves to somebody who's slightly better than us, right? Well, nobody compares themselves to a homeless person on the street. They compare themselves to somebody who's got it better. To that kid who had rich parents. To that friend who seems to be much more talented than everybody else, right? Well, how about you stop comparing yourself to someone who's above, but compare yourself to the billions of people who are below you, who don't have enough money to travel, who don't have a good career, who have to be 9 to 5. Instead of checking social media for half an hour in a day, sit there with yourself and reflect on all the amazing things that are right about your life. If you're not on a hospital bed dying, you already got all the reasons to celebrate because you're healthy. Feel me? You know, a healthy person wants many things, but someone who's ill wants just one thing. If you got health, if you're not disabled, if you're not in a wheelchair or in a hospital bed dying, you already are so fortunate. Then if you got Papa, Mama, or Mom and Dad on your phone and you can dial the number and Mom will pick up, you're a lucky person. I just did that on my way to the camera store. Literally called my mom to see how she's doing, thinking to myself, I'm lucky to have a mom that I can call. If you have both your parents, you're still very lucky. I'm ranting over here. Forgive me, please. But I will tell you, gratitude is the key. You have to be able to know what good things you have in your life, because that fuels that fuels how you feel about life. It feeds back into every other area of your life. Stay grateful as long as, like, as much as you can. Sure, sometimes you'll have challenges and feel like it's hard to be grateful because you're getting, you're. Sometimes it's hard to keep that perspective, but if you have the right intention, you will figure that out. Take a look at what you're spending your time on. Is it worth it? What's the opportunity cost of watching movies and shows? What's the opportunity cost of that $1,000 that you're about to drop on some jeans? What is the opportunity cost of those $1,000? Think about it. I think about it a lot. It's a difficult question. If you were to really ask yourself the opportunity cost of things that you're doing, I guarantee you it's not comfortable, but I guarantee you you're going to be wiser when you walk away from those questions. Ask yourself, what's the opportunity cost of you staying at a 9-to-5 job that you hate just so you can pay the rent and have a status of you being, like, do things that you love. Do you really want to buy those jeans? Are you really in love with those new headphones? Do you really need them? Or is it just one of those things that you want other people to validate you for? Do you really love the car? Do you love the technology? Do you love that? Or do you just buy it just because you want other people to notice you? I had to ask myself those questions, and sometimes I came up with answers that were, let's say, embarrassing. But that makes you better, makes you stronger, makes you wiser. Feel me? You're not born wise. Nobody's born wise. And nobody gets dropped off at the top of the summit on a helicopter. Like, life is effort. It's the most shocking discovery that you will make in your life, that struggle is good for you. Gotta pick a struggle and stick with it. Whatever that is. It could be building a brand. It could be building a business. It could be providing an environment for you and loved ones that is comfortable and stable. It could be changing something about society that you perceive to be, that needs attention. It could be building up a community. It could be inventing something new. Or it could be just writing songs for people to reconnect with their feelings. Whatever that is, struggle is good for you. Trust me, you don't want it to be easy, man. No, you don't. I don't want it to be easy. I love the struggle. I love the grind. I know what I love doing. I would not do a lot of things, but I pick the work that I enjoy doing, and then I push myself in that. 2022, 10x year. I manifest that 10x. 10x results, 10x money, 10x plays, 10x fans. Let's get it. 10x action leads to 10x results. You feel me? And this traffic is killing me right now. There's some kind of game going on at TD Garden, and about to pick up Awa. Text her, yeah, get some brunch. And then, guess what I'm doing today? I'm editing Manifest music video, which will be out next week. Today is Saturday. It's going to be out next week. Manifest. Something special about that song. I know it's going to go places. So I'm shot a music video with Mr. Alex Padukchak on the Rock. And it was snowing. We were drifting. It was lots of fun. It was beautiful. I think it captured the best moments of that. Gotta have faith. Faith is the evidence of things unseen. What did they say? Faith is the manifestation of what you have not yet seen, or something like that. Basically, faith is when there is nothing in the real world around you that indicates that something will happen, but you have a strong enough will, conviction, determination, and belief that it will. And then you go about manifesting that which you believe in Wow, I just had a deja vu. You go about manifesting that which you believe in, bringing it to life, making it happen, causing it to happen by action and by deliberate focus and determination, by a relentless attitude of desire. That's what faith is to me. Faith to me is not some religious idea. Faith to me is this process by which we manifest our dreams into existence. First, there's nothing there. Not a single indication. Nobody else will believe you. Nobody else will believe that you can succeed in what you really want to do. Nobody else believed Nikola Tesla when he was saying that it's possible to charge things wirelessly. Nobody believed Nikola Tesla when he was talking about how you will be able to communicate with other human beings without a cord, without a telephone wire. Nobody believed him, but he understood it. He understood the technology. He understood the physics, laws of physics. He was a visionary. Nobody believed in anybody until they went out and did it. Everything you see around, from buildings to airplanes to clothes to cars, is someone else's ideas that came to fruition because they had belief, because they acted on it, built on it. But essentially it comes down to they believe it before everybody else could see it. You feel me? I don't know why I'm saying you feel me. I don't know where I picked it up. Sometimes you pick up a word and it's like Wheezy out of here. I don't even know where I picked that up, but I started saying, and now everybody's like, Wheezy out of here. Gotta have faith, man. I think I said a lot. I just hope you have a great day, great weekend. I don't know when this video will be out, but Saturday today. And I hope that you attack 2020 with a new level of enthusiasm, a thirst for life, the energy to strive, to seek, to find, not to give up with setbacks. You feel me?